I'm not tall enough to see what's going on here. All right, guys, it is a mess. It is a mess, but hello, hello, hello. I wanted to do this, and so do this is what we're going to do. So, I don't know if you guys have seen the glass vases you can get at like the thrift store. And if you're on, tell me you're on. And I'm having a cocktail, so have one too. If you're on and you can hear me say, hey girl, hey girl. That drink is going down nice. Alright, so what I'm going to be doing is I have these glass. I have one more. I have one more of this piece of pottery. And so what I have seen done on other YouTube channels, there's a girl I watch, and I will link her. I think her name is McKenna or McKenna, something like that. Anyway, she does a lot of like thrift store hauls. And she's been taking these glass vases, and she has been, I'm going to take the price tags off. She's been doing them, and they look like pottery. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Jackie, what's up? All right, so I'm going to take these price tags off, because ultimately what I really liked about it was I liked the shape of this top part. Well, shoot, there's another. Let me get... Probably should have done that if I was a real professional YouTuber, which I'm not, never claimed to be. Probably would have cleaned that little sticker part up already. But, what's up? It's Friday. Alright, so I'm going to try to get the sticker off. But ultimately, what will happen is we're going to put baking soda in the paint, and it's going to make it look like pottery. So if you've done that, oops, sorry, I'm all shaking the camera. If you've done it, let me know how it turned out. So this vase, I guess because it has this etching on there, we'll see how that all works. It was $2.99, and then it was 30% off because it was a blue tag today. And then this one was $1.99. All right. Got all the sticky, icky off. If you're watching, say hey. All right. So I kind of washed that one off right there. All right. So I've got these little cups. And actually, they're the cups that I use to, like, start my seedlings in my garden. But what I needed it for is because we've got to mix this paint. And what I'm going to be using now, I've seen some people have actually used latex paints. So, like your household paints. But what I was going to do is use, I like this. I'm going to use, because I have so many acrylic paints, and like craft paints, I'm just going to, sorry guys, I'm taking this, the little thing off, because this is a brand new one. I haven't even opened it. So, no need me buying paints when I have so much, and we'll see. So, according to the minimal research that I have looked at, that was about like 2 or 3 good squirts, okay? And I have this spoon, and I have this giant thing of baking soda. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put equal parts. I don't know if that was equal parts or not, but we're going to see how it mixes up. But ultimately, what this does is it makes it like have texture and grit like pottery would. And that's a little dark, so I'm going to add some white. I'm just using some Lucas titanium white here. Hey, Curly T. I don't know what your first name is, but hey. Alright. Now did I get it too light? Shoot, it's hard mixing colors, isn't it? Alright, I think that the like metallic will look good. We're just experimenting. So that's what it's all about. So I feel like that's pretty mixed up pretty good. Now this could be interesting because it's got this etching on it. So I always say get the biggest paintbrush. Okay, Curly. Hey, Alma. I decided to get on and do these vases, or at least put the first color. So if you're just joining me, I'm using gunmetal gray metallic acrylic paint. I mixed in some white Lucas titanium, and I mixed about, I don't know, how much was that, Jackie? Maybe like a tablespoon or so of baking soda. And then you see how thick it is? We're going to see if it'll look like pottery. And we may get to be able to see the little etching, but if we don't, it's okay. Because I bought it because I like the shape of it, of this, not necessarily because of that floral motif that it has on there. But essentially what the paint will do is, I don't know if you guys can see, but it makes it really thick and gritty. So like a super gritty gesso maybe, or something like that. But it's supposed to make this look like pottery and not like glass anymore, of course, because it's going to be pretty opaque. Okay, a heaping tablespoon, guys. That's what I used, a heaping tablespoon. Jackie was the first on the scene, so she is keeping up with my measurements or lack of measurements. And I also, depending on how quickly this goes, I have another piece that is actual ceramic, not glass. And it's not really my jam in the color that it is currently. But I think it could be nice if it's painted. Something more to do. I'm going to do the inside of this too. More to match my decor. Oh, goodness. That sounds delicious. My husband's still at work. So, I think I've already eaten for the day, so I'm not going to eat tonight. But I think I'm just going to make him some pasta. Something easy. Because when I get a itch to do something, I want to do it right now. And my work week has been cray-cray Okay, so that's pretty much covered. And then we're going to have to go back with another coat. But I don't know if the light is able to really pick this up, like the texture, because of that baking soda. How cool is that? Now the key here is I would kind of like to get that color. So here, I wonder if we could use the heat gun to... This is really good. So this is cherry Coke Zero with vanilla crown and lime. Alright, so Jackie, here's where the etching is right here. All that grit is from the fact that I added that baking soda. That's what makes that grit. That's what makes it look like pottery. Alright, so second one. I'm gonna let that one dry. I just hope like somebody's looking for a dog that come up to my house. But I'm gonna do it, I think I want to do it like a really light creamy color. Let's see what I got over here. Alright, maybe we could do... Okay, that one's put on over. Maybe we could do a touch. Okay, this is going to be metallic antique copper. Peanut butter whiskey. Lord, girl, that sounds good. Alright, I'm going to do like a little bit of touch. And then I'm going to put some white. Shoot, I have either got to... I gotta wash this off because it's going to contaminate my situation here. Wiping my little plastic spoon off. And then we're going to go about 1 to 1. Okay, we want a little bit more of this metallic. It's like a PJ. The dogs. Hey, Pink Monkey. Welcome. Jackie's drinking peanut butter whiskey, and that sounds amazing to me. And I'm having a cocktail as well. So if you feel like you want to have a cocktail, well, come on in and have one too. And if you don't want to have a cocktail, it's okay, because we are an equal opportunity station right here. And you don't have to feel pressure to do anything you don't want to do. If you're just joining us, okay guys, so look. That is like the lightest taupe color, but I like it. So what I'm doing here is I'm mixing paint with baking soda. And I am painting these thrift store vases that are glass. And I am making them into pottery. Alma, stop. Don't do it, girl. Don't you do it. Don't. No, that was PJ, my hairless crested. I had to put the other dog. If y'all missed that story, y'all just say a prayer that this dog finds its way back to its owner. I'm going to call tomorrow and see if the animal shelter has a microchip thing. and just make sure it's a no-kill shelter. Because, I mean, it's a full-blooded Chihuahua. Somebody will be happy to adopt it. I feel confident. Alright, so I'm really liking this off-white. Of course, the metallic is completely gone. But the purpose in doing this is this looks like pottery once it's dry. Because the baking soda makes that texture like a piece of pottery. So, I actually want to, for the one that's the lighter one, I would like to, I don't know how much this takes to dry, but I would actually like to put some like polka dots or designs on it or something. So we'll see. We'll see. It's all about experimenting. Jackie, yeah, I put copper and white because I wanted it to be like a really light color. Like a light off, but I totally lost the copper. I may do the other one. I don't know. I'm thinking like if I have this in a set of 3 sitting on a shelf. I don't even know that copper would go, but I can tell you what. In this gray, the one that we use, the gunmetal gray metallic, I can see it shimmering. So maybe there is going to be a little bit of shimmer here. Guess we'll see. But you can see how the paintbrush strokes are really showing up and making it look like it's a piece of pottery, when it's actually just a cheap old glass vase. And probably if I looked hard enough, I probably could have found some at my own house, but I just wanted an excuse to go to the thrift store. I did find me some pottery, not pottery, excuse me, some planter pots that were real cute. I've been getting into house plants, and I've got a few, and those darn little cute, PJ, Nolly, get out of here. Those things are expensive, boy. I'm like, Lord, have mercy. $17 for a pot? But I found some cute ones for like $3 at the thrift store. So, alright. So, I'm going to put a little inside of this. That's that puppy. I hear it. I have it in another room because Denali would like to eat it for breakfast or dinner. The really cool thing is this is still going to be glazed, you know, so if you wanted to use this with plants, like real plants, like a bouquet or something, I don't think that this will come off. And the water line would be down there further anyway, so I think you actually could use it as a vase if you really wanted to. You could totally do that. Now, I'm going to show y'all guys. You can see the texture maybe on here. Hopefully you can see the texture. Get in the little creases. Alright, so that one's going to dry as well. How are we doing? Hopefully my battery is hanging in. Okay. So, shoot. Alright, let me move this one out. Alright, guys, I'm going to go grab... Just talk amongst yourselves, friend. I'm going to go grab the piece of pottery, like ceramic, that I got that I also want to paint. Because I wanted like a 3-piece situation. I'm trying to decide what color to go with. Okay, y'all just talk about yourselves. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So, this is the piece that I got that's actually ceramic or pottery or whatever. Ooh, it's dirty. Let's clean this up before we go painting it. So, yeah, I would actually recommend that you wash... Shit. Let me try not to break something. Oh, that's my luck. Is I would, you know, just clean it off good, because you're going in with, probably would even be a good idea to maybe, you know, if there's any sticky stuff on it, to get some alcohol. I think alcohol, though, is still kind of hard to come by these days, or it once was. Yes, we've survived so far. Alright, let's see, let's move this one. And y'all know what I want to do. Y'all know I want to do turquoise. Let me look in my living room where this is going to go. Should I go just white, or should I go... Because I want it to be light, because I feel like stuff is so heavy in my living room. I really want it to be like a light turquoise. We're going to try it. I mean, what? We'll just paint over it if it doesn't look good. Alright, so I got to go get another cup. I got to go get another cup. Alright, so I have a cup. I've got to wipe this off again. Now to decide, because y'all know I love my turquoise. It's either that or mustard. I may go mustard. I think I'll go mustard. Let's go mustard. Mustard. That's going to be very, very bright. Let's go, let's put a little bit of that bronze or whatever color is in that. That was, what was this? Antique copper. Gonna go in with that. A little smidge of white. Because everything just mixes a little bit better when you get white in there. And now we're gonna do about that same amount of baking soda. And then we're going to mix it. I love mustard. I actually have, I don't know if y'all know what this is or not, but it's called a gossip bench. And, oh, that is such a pretty color too. The gossip bench, I painted it like a mustard color. The thing is, I don't think that's going to be enough to cover this. So let's add a little bit more. Alright. But yeah, I bought the gossip bench at a, like a little antique place. I might have to get a little bit more baking soda, but I don't know, it kind of feels about the same consistency. I think it's more of a feeling about how, like the consistency you want. Of course, I didn't mix the bronze up very good, but we'll see. It's only paint. Alright, let me find another big hunker of paintbrush, because ain't nobody got time to be fooling with no little bitty paintbrush when you got a big old canvas to cover. That is a pet peeve of mine. So this one's a little bit different because it's an actual piece of ceramic, not glass. The other thing we could do, if just say this doesn't stick, because it feels a little bit different, like adhering to the ceramic because it's already got that glaze on it, is we could take a piece of sandpaper and kind of rough it up a little bit if you feel like it's not really adhering all that well. And I'm going to leave it where I can see that little terracotta inside because I think that's pretty. But yeah, if you feel like it's not really sticking, we could try roughing it up with the paint piece of sandpaper, but I think it's gonna be okay. What time is it? 6. Okay, got that. So if you're in the thrift store and you see like a fun shape, but you don't like the color, this is where you can use this technique for sure. Or, oh, I love all three of those together. Do y'all see it? Oh, Tracy, I'm excited you caught me live too, girlfriend. Not my typical thing that I usually do on my channel, but you know, I'm all about trying something new, and I was gonna do this anyway, so I figure why not have your whiskey and your friends join you virtually. So I'm gonna set this to the side. Hold on, before I do though, I can tell there's like a really light spot down here. Let me try to take, because the tricky part about mixing paint is getting that same color to mix up. Oh my gosh, I just love this texture though. Y'all, what do you think it would do on paper? Mixing baby powder with the paint. Not baby powder, what the heck am I talking about? Mixing the baking soda. Mixing baking soda with your paint. It will probably be kind of like chalk paint. You can see the texture, so you could kind of play with this. This was probably a terrible brush because I see these little things are coming off, but alright, so I feel like I got a decent amount. Alright, I'm running out of room. Hang tight. Let me slide it over here. Okay, so let's go back and see where we are on the first one. Y'all, it takes forever and a day for that stuff to dry. Y'all know I ain't about that life. Alright, so let's see. Alright, I'm about to turn this on, so I apologize. I'm going to see if I can hurry it along. At least for just one, so we can look and see what it looks like. I don't know if y'all can see that really kind of like metallic color that I had in there, that gunmetal gray. But I can tell just a hint of sparkle. Okay, Curly, see you later. Alma, you cracking me up. Although I could paint a face on the vase and then it would kind of go together, but I don't know. Y'all, it takes a long time for it to dry on this glass. Alright, maybe it's dry enough to put this second coat on though, because I want to keep it moving. I'm not about that life. Oh my god, do y'all hear that? Do you hear how lush that texture is? Now, if you remember, there's the spots that I did the etching on. You can't hardly, not that I did the etching, excuse me, that I bought that had the etching, but yeah. And I can tell right there that the paint is kind of pulling up. So I may have to wait. And I hate that. But I may have to see how it's peeling off. Shit. Alright. I'm not going to be able to do it on... This is maybe where latex might have worked better. I don't know. I'm going to let it dry. And if all else fails, I can stucco it like this. Make that texture. Oh, I actually like that a little bit. So let me go around and just kind of make that texture, especially right at the top since that peeled back. And then I can let it dry overnight, I guess, if I have to. And then I can come back tomorrow once it's good and dry and see if it's going to stay stuck. You know, that's the thing with experimenting is you don't really know though. You know, like you just try it and if it works, yay. If it doesn't, oh well. I haven't wasted much and my products are inexpensive and I'll figure out a way to make it work. But the girl who did it, if you're just tuning in, she does like a channel where dogs where she flips and like makes different stuff out of thrift store finds. And she had this, and then I was talking to Michelle Mickelnay, and she said she saw it on TikTok. I don't TikTok. I've got enough social media to be trying to keep up with. I can't be ticking and talking, child. Just can't do it. Okay. Oh, I really like that. Oh, Jackie, enjoy your dinner. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this just hang out. I'm gonna let it hang out. I'm gonna let it dry good, and then I'm gonna take fresh eyes tomorrow because today has been a doozy, boy. And then I'm gonna come back and I'm just gonna see, is it gonna stick? Is it not? If it doesn't, then I think I have some more. I have some household paint. I'm 99.9% sure that I have some out in our guest house, maybe. So, if I have to go that route, I have to go that route. If I don't, then we shall see. So, I thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'm going to let all 3 of the vases hang out, get their groove thing on, and see if it actually turns out. And if not, then I'll let y'all know that too. And depending what I have on tap tomorrow, I may hop back on here and we can finish up or we can talk about it. But what I would also like to do while I have this extra paint, and y'all know that stuff's cheap, baby, but I'm not about to let that go to waste. No, no, no. I just gotta find a journal to slap it in. Oh, I've got so much stuff everywhere. Alright. Let's get my Scrappy Soul Book journal out. Very carefully. Let me move this out of the way. Alright. So, I've got my soul book. And what I'm going to do, let's just do it right here on this. We have enough paint. We can do several. And this has that baking soda in it. So the purpose of this is just to see, like, what does it do on paper? And we can take a look at that tomorrow and see how it dries. But it's going to dry a lot faster just because of the porous nature of paper versus the glass. So, my dogs are acting crazy. This is just some junk mail that I used in my class. Some of you may have taken it. If you haven't, it's out there. Scrappy Soul Book. Alright, and now I want to go in with this other little dab, because why not? We got it here, might as well use it up. Well, then we can kind of see, shoot, what it might do. I really like that color, actually. On paper. So, and I pretty much don't have any of the yellow left, but let's try a little bit. That way we've got all 3 colors. Ooh, I really like those colors together too. To see how it does. So I will report back, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me this beautiful Friday the 13th to experiment and play on not just paper, but on these vases. And we will chat again another night to see what actually happened. Did they turn out? Did they not? My hands feel very gritty from this. So, I enjoyed you guys. I will report back and show you what the results were and if it worked or didn't work. And until next time, guys, what do we say? Let's all say it together. Toodaloo! I'm not tall enough to see that.